Good evening, everyone, my dear brothers and sisters. Let me tell you something the world won't always have the courage to whisper in your ear. You are here on purpose. You were stitched together with light, carved out of hope, wrapped in the unshakable truth that you are already enough. And I know, the world has a habit of making people feel small. It tells you to shrink, to sit down, to stay quiet. It has you doubting your own shine, questioning your own worth. But hear me now, the sun does not apologize for rising, and neither should you. You were made with intention. You were crafted by a divine hand that does not make mistakes. Your voice, your story, your heart, they belong to you, and no one walking this earth can carry them the way you do. My dear hearts, let me say something you must never forget. There has never been, and there will never be another you. You are a one-of-a-kind masterpiece, a design so intricate, so deliberate, that even time itself will not witness your likeness again. You walk this earth with a light only you possess, a voice only you can speak, a spirit only you can offer. And yes, the world will try to dim that light. It tells you to look like them, talk like them, move like them, think like them. It will try to mold you into something smaller, something safer, something easier for it to understand. But remember this: you were never meant to be ordinary. You were never meant to live as the shadow of someone else. You were woven with purpose. And the very breath in your lungs is living proof that you belong exactly as you are. Think of the stars. No two burn the same, yet each one lights the night in its own way. Think of the trees. Some tall and mighty, some small and bending, yet every single one reaching for the sky at its own pace. Think of the waves, restless, alive, always shifting. Yet the ocean never questions its own worth, so why should you? Your voice is a song only you can sing. It doesn't need to be loud. It doesn't need to sound like anyone else. It is yours, and that alone makes it enough. Maybe your voice is soft like a lullaby, comforting those who need peace. Maybe it is bold like thunder, shaking fear from its roots. Maybe it is steady like a drumbeat, anchoring those who've lost their rhythm. However you speak, however you walk through this world, you bring something no one else can, and your spirit, oh, what a mighty force it is. It carries the laughter of your ancestors, the dreams of your childhood, the hope of every tomorrow. It is not weak, even when you feel worn. It is not broken, even when life tries to bend you. It is fire, it is wind, it is water. It is earth. It is every unstoppable force wrapped into one. And just as a river always finds its way to the sea, your spirit knows the way forward. Trust it. Some will tell you that you must earn your worth, that you must prove yourself, that you must change who you are to be loved. But that is a lie. You were worthy the moment you arrived in this world. You were loved long before you even knew what love meant. You were enough before the world ever tried to convince you otherwise, or the world ever tried to tell you otherwise. And when you doubt it, because yes, there will be days when you do, remember this: no one else walks with your steps. No one else dreams with your heart. No one else shines with your light. The world is not complete without you. So stand tall, walk proud, and let the world witness the masterpiece that you are. My dear hearts, let me remind you of something too many people forget. Struggle does not make you less. It does not weaken you. It does not break you. It does not steal anything from who you are. No, struggle is a sculptor, and every trial, every tear, every moment of doubt is carving you into something stronger, something wiser, something more radiant than you ever imagined you could be. I know when trouble comes knocking, it doesn't feel like a gift. It doesn't feel like something shaping you for the better. It feels heavy, feels unfair, feels like the world is pressing down with all its weight, trying to squeeze the light right out of you. But listen closely, pressure does not destroy a diamond. It reveals its shine. Fire does not ruin gold. It purifies it. And my dear, The struggles you've endured are not proof of your weakness. They are the clearest proof of your strength. I see you. I see the weight you've carried, the battles you've fought that no one else knows about. I see the nights you lay awake wondering if you'd ever feel whole again. I see the days you smiled while your heart trembled, the moments when giving up felt easier than holding on. But here you are, still standing, still breathing, still trying. That is power. That is resilience. That is the unshakable truth that no matter what life has thrown your way, you are still here. And you are still rising. Let me remind you, broken does not mean finished. Wounded does not mean worthless. A tree bent by the wind still stands. A river blocked by stones still finds another path. And you, my dear, are no different. You are not your pain. You are not your past. You are not the scars that life has traced upon you. You are so much more. You see, struggle is a teacher. It whispers lessons in the quiet moments when we feel lost. It carves wisdom into the deepest parts of us. It teaches patience, because nothing blooms overnight. It teaches faith, because some things grow long before we see them. It teaches courage, because moving forward, even when afraid, is the only way to reach the light. And my dear, you have learned, you have grown. You have become someone even more powerful than the person you once were. Now I won't lie to you. Life will test you again. There will be more storms, more hills to climb, more nights that stretch too long. But hear me. You have already survived every bad day you thought would break you. You have already walked through fire and come out shining. You have already proven, again and again, that you are made of something unbreakable. So do not fear the struggle. Do not let it make you feel small. Let it remind you of your strength. Let it shape you, not into someone afraid, but into someone who knows their own power. Let it lift your head higher, not lower. Because every challenge, every tear, every step taken in the face of doubt has only made you more resilient, more wise, more radiant. And when the world tries to convince you that your struggles have made you less, you lift your chin, you stand firm, and you let them see the truth. Your struggles have only made you more. My dear hearts, listen closely, because this is something the world will not always tell you. Your purpose is louder than doubt. Your dreams are bigger than fear. Your voice matters, and it deserves to be heard. This world will try to quiet you. It will tell you to sit down, to hush, to play it safe. It will try to convince you that your words have no weight, that your story isn't worth telling, that your light isn't bright enough. But hear me, those are lies. Lies meant to keep you small, meant to keep you from stepping into the fullness of who you are. You were not made to shrink. You were not made to tiptoe around your own greatness. You were not put here to blend in so well that the world forgets you were ever here. No, my dear, you were sent with purpose, with a voice strong enough to move mountains, with a spirit powerful enough to shake the air, with a light that cannot be dimmed no matter who tries to cast a shadow over it. And I know speaking up is not always easy. Fear has a way of creeping in, whispering in your ear, telling you it's safer to stay quiet, safer to stay unseen. Fear will make you doubt yourself, make you wonder if you have anything valuable to say at all. But hear me clearly, fear is a liar. It is a thief that will steal your dreams right out of your hands if you allow it. But you do not have to allow it. You can choose courage instead. And courage does not mean the absence of fear. Courage means you speak even with a shaking voice. You step forward even when your knees tremble. You rise even with doubt tugging at your heels. Because this world does not need another silent soul, another dimmed light, another person so afraid of failing that they never even try. The world needs you. Your truth, your power, your heart. Your voice carries weight. It can comfort. It can heal. It can inspire. It can change lives. Maybe your words will remind someone they are not alone. Maybe your truth will free someone who has been holding their breath for years. Maybe your courage will give another person the strength to rise in their own story. You may never see the ripples you create, but trust me, they are there. And let me tell you something else. There will always be people who don't want to hear your truth. Always those who turn away, those who try to drown you out, those who fear what honesty might reveal. But remember this, your voice is not for everyone. Is not meant to be swallowed by the doubters, the naysayers, the ones who tremble at the power of truth. Your voice is for those who need it, for those who are waiting in the dark to hear what only you can say. So speak even when they tell you to be silent. Stand tall even when they try to push you down. Rise even when the weight of the world presses on your shoulders, because your voice is a gift. Your story is a testament. Your purpose is too mighty to ever be silenced. And when doubt comes knocking, as it always does, remind yourself of this. You were never meant to be small. You were never meant to be unseen. You were never meant to let fear write the final sentence of your life. Let me tell you something the world may not want you to know. You do not have to fit in to belong. You do not have to twist yourself into shapes that don't feel true just to be accepted. Have to follow every rule, every trend, every expectation just to be seen as worthy. No, my dear, your uniqueness is not a flaw. It is your power. It is the very thing that makes you unforgettable. But I know how the world works. It loves to place people in boxes. Neat little rows where everyone looks the same, talks the same, thinks the same. It tells you to follow the crowd, to blend in, to stay quiet, to not stand out too much. And if you don't fit those boxes, if you dare to walk your own way, the world will try to make you feel like something is wrong with you. It will whisper that different means less, that unique means lonely, that standing apart means standing alone. But hear me clearly. You were never meant to be a copy of somebody else. You were never meant to dim your light to match the shadows around you. You were made to stand in your truth, to walk your own path, to carry a fire that belongs only to you. Look at the sky. The stars do not ask permission to shine. They do not compare themselves. Do not ask if they are too bright, too big, too different. They simply shine, because that is what they were created to do. And my dear, so were you. Think of every person who has ever changed the world. Not one of them did it by blending in. They were bold enough to be different, brave enough to stand out, strong enough to walk a road others were too afraid to take. And you, my dear, carry that same strength within you. Now I won't pretend that being different is always easy. There will be moments when people don't understand you, when they look with questioning eyes, when whispers follow you as you walk. But let them whisper, let them wonder, let them try to figure you out. Because the ones who truly matter will see you exactly as you are, and they will love you. Not in spite of your uniqueness, but because of it. You see, belonging has never been about squeezing yourself into spaces that were never meant for you. Belonging is about finding the people, the moments, the places where you can stand fully as yourself without apology. It is about rooting yourself so deeply in your truth that the right people, the ones who recognize your light, will have no choice but to find you. And when they do, when you finally step fully into who you are, you'll realize that the very things that once made you feel out of place are the things that make you extraordinary. The parts of you that felt too different, too wild, too strange. Those are the parts that make you unforgettable. Those are the parts that set you free. So don't shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Don't soften your edges to fit into someone else's mold. Don't trade your magic for the false safety of blending in. Stand tall in who you are. Walk proudly in the skin you were given. Be loud, be soft, be wild, be calm. Be whatever brings you home to yourself. And if ever you doubt it, if ever you feel the pull to make yourself smaller just to be accepted, remember this: your uniqueness is not a weakness. It is your superpower. It is the very thing that makes you shine in a world that too often chooses to be dull. My dear hearts, let me remind you of something the world often forgets. Kindness, resilience, and love are not small things. They are not soft whispers lost in a loud world. They are mighty forces, unshakable, undeniable, shaping everything they touch. In a world that rushes, that shouts, that struggles to listen, these things may seem gentle, but do not mistake gentleness for weakness. There are those who believe kindness is easy, that it is just a smile, a word, a passing moment of warmth. But true kindness, the kind that changes lives, the kind that lingers long after you've left the room, that kind of kindness takes strength. It takes courage to choose softness in a world that can be so sharp. It takes patience to offer grace when anger would be easier. It takes power to stay gentle when life has tried again and again to harden you. Because kindness is not just what you give to others. It is the way you choose to move through this world. It's in the way you lift someone when they're low, in the way you make space for those who feel unseen, in the way you remind even a stranger that they are not alone. And that, my dear, is no small thing. And resilience. Oh, what a mighty force that is. Resilience is what keeps you standing when the storms roll in. It is what helps you rise after the world has knocked you flat. It is the quiet whisper of, keep going, when your body is tired, when your heart is heavy, when everything in you says give up. But resilience is not just about surviving. It is about growing. It is about finding the lesson tucked inside the pain. It is refusing to be defined by what has happened to you. It is knowing that every fall, every heartbreak, every loss has not taken from you but added to you. At every moment you thought you would break, you were being shaped into something stronger, wiser, greater than before. And love, oh my dear, love is the greatest power of all. Not just love for others, but love for yourself. Love that says, I am enough. Love that refuses to settle for less than it deserves. Love that stands firm even when the world tries to shake it. Because love is not just a feeling. It is a choice. A choice to see good when everything seems dark. A choice to believe in hope when despair feels easier. A choice to open your heart even after it's been broken. A choice to offer love freely, not only to those who make it easy, but to those who need it most. And hear me, love is not weakness. It is not fragile. It is not soft in the way the world uses that word. Love is the most powerful force you will ever carry. It can heal wounds, mend spirits, break down walls, bring light into the darkest corners. And when the world tries to tell you that being loving, being kind, being resilient is foolish, you stand tall and you tell the world it is wrong. Because the strongest people are not the ones who shout the loudest, who take the most, who walk with clenched fists. The strongest are the ones who keep their hearts open, who lift others as they rise, who refuse to let the hardness of the world turn them cold. So my dear, never believe that your kindness is too small, that your resilience goes unnoticed, that your love does not matter. These things are the foundation of everything good. They are the reason people keep going. They are the reason light still shines. And when you wonder if they make a difference, when you question if they are enough, hear me. They are everything. And let me tell you something too many people forget. You are allowed to grow. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to leave behind what no longer serves you and step into the person you are meant to be. The world may try to hold you still, may try to keep you tied to the version of yourself you have long outgrown, may try to remind you of every mistake, every misstep, every moment where doubt sat heavy on your shoulders. But hear me now. You are not who you were yesterday, and you are under no obligation to remain the same. Growth is not betrayal. It is not disloyalty to your past. It is not the abandonment of where you came from. Growth is honoring the entire journey, honoring the lessons, honoring every version of yourself that carried you to this moment. Growth is looking back with gratitude, but moving forward with intention. It is knowing the past shaped you, but it does not define the limits of who you can become. And yet, people will try to keep you the same. They will cling to the memory of who you used to be. They will call you by names you have outgrown. They will say you've changed as if it is something shameful instead of something miraculous. But listen, growth is nothing to apologize for. Growth is proof that you are alive, that you are learning, that you are still becoming. Think of a tree. It does not stay a sapling out of guilt. It does not hold on to old leaves out of obligation. It reaches higher, stretches wider, deepens its roots, and it never asks permission to do so. And my dear, neither should you. Change will ask much of you. It will ask you to leave comfort behind. It will ask you to step into the unknown. It will ask you to trust yourself even when the path ahead is unclear. But staying the same, shrinking yourself, holding yourself back, living a life that no longer fits, that is the true burden, the weight that can crush your spirit. So when the moment arrives, and it will, when you feel the pull to grow, when you feel the whisper of change calling your name, do not resist it. Do not dim your light to ease the fears of others. Do not stay small just because the world is unsettled by your expansion. Step forward. Step boldly. Step into the newness of yourself with arms wide open. And yes, there will be fear. There will be doubt. There will be days when you question every step you take. But hear me clearly. There is no mistake in choosing yourself. There is no failure in following the path that feels true to your spirit. There is only the courage to keep moving, to keep becoming, to keep walking toward the light of who you were always meant to be. And when they question your transformation, when they do not understand, when they try to pull you back into the space you have long outgrown, stand tall and say, because I am alive, because I am learning, because I am growing. And my dear, there is nothing more beautiful than that. Let me tell you something the world does not say enough. Your dreams are not too big. Your hopes are not too wild. And the life you long for is not beyond your reach. That fire inside you, that soft whisper that says there is more for me, is not a mistake. It is not foolish. It is not something to silence. It is your calling, your truth, your purpose rising from within. But oh, how the world will try to make you question it. It will tell you to be practical, to be realistic, to stay safely inside the lines already drawn. It will tell you that dreaming too big only leads to disappointment. A disappointment that reaching too high will only end in a fall. It will try to convince you that safety is wiser than possibility, that comfort holds more value than courage. But hear me clearly. Do not let the world shrink your dreams. Do not let fear steal them from your hands. Do not let doubt take root where faith is meant to grow. Because the life you dream of is not impossible, not out of reach, not too much. It is waiting for you. But you must be bold enough to walk toward it. And walking toward it will not always be easy. It will ask you to take risks. It will ask you to walk paths others may not understand. It will ask you to keep moving when you are tired, to believe when belief feels heavy, to rise even after you have fallen. There will be moments when nothing seems to move, when the way forward is unclear, when you wonder if you are wasting your time. But listen, every great thing, every dream that has ever become real, began as something unseen. It began as a whisper, a hope, a flicker of faith inside someone who refused to let it fade. Think of the tallest trees. They did not rise overnight. They began as tiny seeds buried in darkness, unseen, unnoticed, forgotten by the world above. And yet beneath the soil they were growing, stretching, breaking through. And when the moment was right, they reached the sky. My dear, you are no different. Your dream may be hidden for now, but that does not mean it is not growing. Your vision may not be understood, but that does not make it any less real. So keep planting, keep watering, keep believing. Because the moment will come when everything you have held on to, everything you have worked for, begins to bloom. And when that moment arrives, oh, how the world will wonder. They will look at you and say, how did they do it? How did they make it happen? And you will smile because you will know it was not luck, not chance, not magic. It was you, your faith, your persistence, your refusal to surrender even when surrender felt easier. But understand this, the world does not just need your dreams to stay inside you. It needs them to come alive. It needs you to build, to rise, to shine, to bring forth what only you can offer. Your dream is not only for you. It is for the people who will find courage through you, for the ones who need what only your heart can create, for the lives your journey will touch. So do not let fear win. Do not let doubt grip your spirit. Do not let the noise of the world drown out the quiet truth within you. Because the life you long for is waiting. The dream you carry is possible. And you, my dear, are more capable than you even know. My dear hearts, if there is one thing you take from this moment, let it be this: you are here for a reason. You are not accidental. You are not small. You are not ordinary. You are a force, a light, a story still unfolding. And the world needs every part of you. Your voice, your dreams, your kindness, your resilience. They matter. They all matter. Do not let fear hold you back. Do not let doubt steal what is meant for you. Do not let the world convince you that you are anything less than extraordinary. Stand tall in who you are, walk boldly in your truth, and never, never be afraid to take up space. And when the road becomes heavy, when the weight of the world presses against your chest, when you question whether you truly have what it takes, remember this: you do. You always have. Keep rising. Keep shining. Keep becoming. The best of you is still unfolding, still awakening, still taking shape in ways you cannot yet see. I believe in you. I see your strength, your fire, your quiet courage, your unstoppable spirit. And I cannot wait to witness all that you will become, all that you will create, all that you will rise into. So walk forward with courage, with love, with purpose. Walk knowing that you are enough exactly as you are. Thank you for listening.